Hey, you all, this is the week 32 lesson. So, last week we talked about what climate change is, and we looked at the evidence that supports climate change. Remember, anybody can have an opinion, but that opinion is only strong if it's backed up by evidence. So, I hope that you had a chance to gain a perspective from somebody else, whether it's the video or the classroom discussion, and see how that perspective aligns with your own and maybe make some adjustments or reflections on your own perspective when it comes to climate change. So last week we looked at the evidence. This week we are looking at how are humans in the US and the entire world affected by climate change. So we are linking climate change to how it affects us. When you are going through this assignment where I'm going to ask you to become an expert on a couple fields within climate change, I want you thinking about how can we fix these issues? In other words, how can we prevent or mitigate the harmful effects of climate change with regards to human activity? That's the goal, okay? We're going to talk about those solutions next week. This week, we are just looking at how does climate change affect humans? So here we go. We are talking about the social and economic impact of climate change. Take a look at this when you've got a second. This outlines some of the main impacts. This is what we'll be talking about in our assignment this week. And this is everything I just said. You can look at that. This assignment, let's start with the comic right here. This assignment, you are going to go into this assignment and become an expert so that when you talk with your friends are going to ask you this question: when did you become an expert on climate change? And you're going to say, last night, because of that awesome assignment Mr. Shepard gave me. Cool, that's the goal. So in the assignment, I'm going to ask you to pick from 5 categories. I want you to pick 3. The goal is to become an expert on at least 3 of the categories. So in each category, I've selected some videos. I tried to find the most condensed videos that are going to give you as much factual based evidence as possible. And with those categories, I want you to summarize your learning from each category in 2 to 3 sentences. So after you complete the assignment, you have 2 options. You can participate in our week 32 discussion, where you are picking 1 category out of the 5 and giving your 2 to 3 sentence summary of your learning, more details in the assignment, or you're completing the week 32 reflection form. So you've got 2 choices. Do the assignment, then either the discussion or the reflection. That's this week. You're becoming an expert on climate change. This is important stuff, so I hope that you take the time to meaningfully engage with this, which, by the way, I gave some feedback on your assignments last week. You all are doing a great job with these assignments. Keep engaging, keep working hard. You're doing a great job. You're taking a lot of knowledge away. I can see that. Alternatively, I've linked this free documentary into your assignment. If you would rather watch this documentary and do the same amount of writing, summarizing your learning, that you would in the normal assignment, that is an alternative for you. You can pursue this option if you're interested. This is one of my favorite documentaries. It's produced by Leonardo DiCaprio. You may know him as an actor or a director, and he is investigating the science behind climate change. How is it affecting humans around the world, and what can we do, and what are we doing to prevent or mitigate climate change? Highly recommend this documentary. It's super informative, it's really interesting, and if you've got the time, it's about an hour and a half long. If you've got the time, watch it, either for this assignment or during the summer when you got nothing else to do. Watch this documentary. It's excellent. It's free. Thank you for completing the reflection forms every week. I really appreciate the feedback. The reflection forms give you an opportunity to express how you're feeling so I can get some feedback and adjust the course to make it the best course it can be for you, because this is for you, not for me, right? This is also a chance for you to process your learning, to reflect on your main takeaways. What are you learning from the assignment? When you think back on what you learned, that's going to help you better retain this information. And that's the goal, right? That you are taking away knowledge. The reflection takes 5 minutes tops. Thank you for doing that. Please continue to do that. It's really valuable information for me. One example, I'm seeing in the feedback, you all are loving the assignments that have more videos than reading. Awesome. I hear you loud and clear. I will continue to do that. If something changes, like you would like some reading instead of the videos or anything, let me know in the feedback. That is your time to express yourself. It doesn't always have to be nice feedback either. Sometimes the tough love, the criticism, that's what is the most helpful for the class. When you're telling me what's not working for you or what you dislike, that gives me a clear thing that I need to fix. So thank you for being honest in your feedback, and thank you for taking the time to do that. If you are feeling overwhelmed, stressed out, confused, please reach out to me by email. I am here to support you however I can. My goal is that you are taking away knowledge, that you are learning, not stressing out. I do not want you to feel like I'm giving you busy work. I want you to feel like this is meaningful and this is going to be useful in the real world. You all know how flexible and understanding I am. So if you're feeling stressed out or overwhelmed, let's talk. We can come up with an alternative assignment that may be more suitable for your goals or your interests. We can work out a plan for how you're going to tackle some of this stuff. I have already come up with alternative projects for students that are interested in other fields related to this. I'm totally cool with that. This is for you, not me. Let me know how I can support you. Or just email me to say hi, right? So I am making the assignments due at 3:30 on Friday afternoon because I take attendance on Fridays between 2 o'clock and 3:30 p.m. When you turn in an assignment, that tells me you are engaged, you are present, okay? So that's how I take attendance. You have to complete an assignment, which is a reflection, discussion, the actual assignment, or just email me, contact me somehow, and that's how I know you're present, you're engaged, you're involved with the course. I'm looking forward to hearing from you all, and I hope that you gain some meaningful knowledge from this assignment. This is really important stuff that affects us and will affect you for the rest of your life. Hope you enjoy. In the meantime, stay healthy, stay connected with each other, and stay in touch with me. I'm here to support you. Remember that. Reach out anytime. Bye, everybody.